Hey people, B-Dog Jr. here, coming to y'all from Jacksonville, Florida. Got a nice little piece here that I want to show off today. It's my Epiphone Firebird VII, and it's a copy of Gibson Firebird VII from 1963, and they made these guitars around 2000. I think it was between the years 2000 and 2003, and I'm pretty sure this one is a 2000 model, going by the serial number. I think it's either a 2000 or a 2001. Those are the only two numbers that would make any sense. But anyway, I just thought I'd show it off. I know there's a lot of people that are interested in Firebirds, mainly the Gibsons, but there does seem to be some interest in the Epiphones as well. And this particular model, the Firebird VII in the Epiphone brand, has become somewhat of a collector's item, and that's because they only made them on a limited issue for the 3 years. And it does have some pretty good tonal qualities. Not just a beautiful guitar, but it's a very versatile guitar and has some good tonal possibilities as well. You can see a modification that I did on it here. I took the tremolo arm and flipped it over, and I straightened it out a little bit because it had a lot sharper bend in it. But I found out that when you close the case, when the tremolo arm was in the original condition with that sharp bend, it would actually get depressed by the case cover. When you close the case cover, it would depress the tremolo arm. And I figured over a period of time of doing that, since I was planning on keeping it in the case, that it would eventually weaken the spring on the tremolo, that Lear Vibrola tremolo that it has here. You can see the spring there. It's like a half moon or half circle coil spring made out of spring steel, I'm assuming, or it could be brass, but I think steel would probably be the better choice. Pretty sure that the tremolo bridge is actually made out of brass, because it does have some pretty good resonance to it. And that's just sheet metal there. I'm assuming maybe a low quality of gold plating on the sheet metal. It could be copper or brass. And you can see where the wear has taken place over the years. Some of the gold finish is worn off. I polished it once, probably about a year ago. I took it out and polished it. I was thinking about selling it, and I decided to start doing neck adjustments on it, because after playing the crap out of it for 5 years, it started getting some buzzing, and I made probably about 6 or 7 progressive neck adjustments the way that they recommend, just small increments, and it didn't really seem to make any difference. And the buzzing's not that bad, really. It's just on certain days, certain temperatures and humidities, it'll be a little bit worse. But it's not something that I can't live with. I could actually raise the strings up and get rid of that. But I like keeping the action down as low as possible, just for the playability. I kind of got old, weaker, arthritic hands, so I don't have the vice grips that I used to have as a young buck. And you can see how close I have the pickups raised up. I've got them just about up to the max height, close to the strings as I can get them without them touching. And that seems to give these Epiphone pickups a better sound quality, and it gives it more punch as well. Now you do get to a certain point to where it's going to be raspy, and I think I've got them adjusted right now to the point to where they're not raspy, but they do pick up the microphonic qualities that they're supposed to pick up. I'll show you the back of it. I didn't see any reason to take that inspector's sticker off of there. And I believe this one's made in Korea. I did have the pickups out to look at them not too long after I bought it. I've had it for about 15 years. And when I had the pickups out, I'm pretty sure I saw somewhere inside there where it does tell you that it's made in Korea. And you can see that it doesn't have the same machine head tuning pegs as the Gibsons have. There's the serial number. But she's a beauty. Yeah, it does sound good. I'm going to plug it in on another video, and I'll probably be using my Roland Street Cube amp, because my cell phone doesn't pick up the higher decibels very well. One thing that I didn't really like about the design, you can see it's got a 3-position toggle switch. Really, it should have came with a 5-position switch like the Stratocasters. But you got 3 pickups, and you get the different combinations of sounds that you can get from turning off the different pickups. And actually what you have to do to isolate the bridge pickup is turn this volume knob down. By doing that, you can just play on the bridge pickup with the toggle switch in the down position. But it has good sounds on all the pickups. But when you add any distortion in, it's probably best to just leave it on that bridge pickup with that volume knob down when you're playing with high gain or distortion, because it can get a little bit muddy on the other 2 pickups. Other than that, I love this guitar. I'm probably going to hang on to it, even though I was thinking about selling it, since I wasn't able to get all the buzz out of it with the neck adjustment that I was doing. I'm probably going to wind up filing this last fret right here down just a hair. And I don't see where that's going to do any harm. You can see how low the action is. You got it pretty dang low. And these are 9s. The strings are 9 gauge that I've got on here. Ernie Ball Super Slinkies. It's either supers or extras, not sure. One's a 9 and one's an 8. But these are the 9s. I actually prefer the 8s, but I decided to put the 9s on here in hopes that it might get rid of some of that fret buzz. But anyway, I'm going to give that fret a little bit of a file, and I may make a video on that, so I'll stay tuned, and here I'll show you the price that I paid for it when it was new, $4.99. from American Musical Supply. And I didn't want to get the case at first, but I decided to go ahead and get the case later. Because really there's no other good option. And the case is $71.95. At least back then it was. They probably still have some cases, but these guitars are long gone. I did see one of these on eBay the other day. I was looking at it just to prepare myself for making this video. And there's a guy that has one on eBay. I think he was asking $800 for it. It's been modified though, and actually some good modifications. He put a 5-position toggle switch on it, and a couple other things that he did to it, but probably improvements. So if y'all are looking for one of these, check up on eBay. If he hasn't sold it yet. There's a little bit of history on the guy that founded Epiphone. He actually named the company after his son. Of course, his son wasn't named Epiphone, but Epi somewhere was, I guess Epi was his nickname. So that's how he wound up with Epiphone. Anyway, hope y'all enjoy this. If there's any Firebird fanatics out there like me, I've been a Firebird fan ever since I read the back cover on Leonard Skinner's Second Helping album, and noticed that Alan Collins played the Firebird, and I've just been intrigued with him ever since. And that was back in '74, I want to say. Anyway, all y'all Firebird lovers out there, be sure and comment on my video, and y'all have a good day.